All right, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We are having a virtual day on today, February 25th, Thursday. I hope everybody's doing good. So let's go through real quick as to what you'll be doing today. So you'll see here that yesterday worked on TailPass. So everybody should have got an opportunity to do that. If for whatever reason, if you have not finished your tail pass, please go ahead and make sure that you get that done. Um, if you look over on today, Thursday, when you go into your folder, you'll see that and you'll have your warm up. Obviously, I'll probably watch this video before you're doing your warm up, which is good. Go ahead and get the warm up completed. And then today we're going to work on the social and economic effects of the Civil War. So again, we're done with the Civil War, but we're kind of going transitioning from now that the war is over with, kind of what is life like? What direction is Texas going in after the war? So today we're just going to just kind of, like I said, focus or kind of review, I should say, some of the social and economic effects of the Civil War. So you have two folders, one folder for economic, one folder for social. And so what I'm looking for you guys to do today is you're going to go and, it's real quick. You have one assignment under the economic. It's going to be talking about the sharecropping, the cycle of debt kind of thing, cycle of poverty. I'm sorry, cycle of poverty that we has talked about. And so you're going to work on that assignment. And I'm going to go ahead and bring it up now. Now, in this sharecropping cycle of poverty assignment, all it is a drag and drop. It's the cycle of poverty diagram, and you'll be dragging and dropping your responses or the responses from below up to the correct location of said map. So let's look at it real quick here. All right. And then after you've done the cycle of poverty, drag and drop activity, there's going to be a fill in the blank activity. But again, you don't have to type it. You can just drag and drop the correct terms into the spaces. And then there's a brief short answer response. So as you can tell here, it says in this diagram, you can see the sharecropper is already giving the landowner half his crop. He can only sell the other half of the crop. So already, even if he's, even if he's planted or harvested, you know, let's say 2 bundles, right? He only gets to sell one of those bundles. The other bundle goes to the landowner. So he's only can only make money off of half of whatever he makes. So anyway, like I said, read the notes there, and it's gonna talk about how it's difficult to actually come out of this cycle of poverty. So scroll down, like I said before, you're going to drag these terms into where you believe that the terms should go. All right. From there, once you've done that, if I can skip to the next question, it may not let me because I have not completed the first question, but I think I can. Yeah, here we go. The next question is then going to ask you about, like I said, just jump to fill in the blank. So same thing, you're reading this paragraph, and as you're reading the paragraph, you're pulling the terms into the correct spot. And then the last thing, like I said, is just a short answer response. And you type in how did the sharecropping system economically affect whites and African Americans differently? So I kind of want maybe one paragraph or one response talking about how African Americans were affected economically, and then I need another paragraph kind of briefly talking about how it may have just how white Americans or white Texans were impacted economically because of sharecropping. All right. All right. So once you have done that assignment, you're then going to move over to the other folder. So this was the economic folder, talking about money, how the Civil War affected the money aspect of Texas. Then the second part is going to be about society or social, right? So social, we talked about this throughout the whole school year. Social means people. And so then the question becomes, how does or what's going on with the people or society after Civil War. So you click on the social folder, and you're going to have a video talking about Freedmanstown here in Houston. And so, as you know, the word freedman, freedman is actually exactly what it sounds. You are now a freed man. These are things. This is a term that were used for African Americans after slavery. All right, so you're going to click on this video. The video is only about 3 minutes long, 3.5 minutes long. It's kind of giving you a short overview of what Houston's Freedmantown is here in the Fourth Ward. After you've watched the video, you will then have some information and be able to do today's exit ticket. When you work on the exit ticket, I don't really need a paragraph form. What I'm looking for is a very quick, just a list. All right, and so it says the question asks, how did the Freedmen's Bureau and Freedmanstown in Houston have an impact on society in Texas? And so you see here this image of Freedmen's Bureau. It showed us that it provided food, clothing, education, and job training to freed slaves. So that's what the Freedmen's Bureau did. And then after you watch the video on Freedmanstown, you can kind of see how the people of that area, how that kind of impacted life there. So what I'm looking for you guys to do, if you see my response below here, you'll see where I put down, I need the impact of I need three positive impacts for African Americans. So make a list. How does it positively impact African Americans positively? Two impacts on white Texans, and one impact one thing that you found most interesting or that you learned. I'm actually probably going to change that now that I'm looking at it. Instead of saying two ways it impacted white Texans, I'm probably going to change it to two ways that it impacted uh, African Americans in Houston. So I'm about to change that right now. And then, like I said, lastly, you just fill in the blank for the last one. All right, that is your exit ticket. I hope everybody's will be doing well today. And I guess, like I said, we'll see if you guys are going to be in school tomorrow. If not, if we're going to be virtual again tomorrow, then I'll be making another one of these videos, maybe even in the same location, who knows? And then we'll be going ahead and trying to make the best that we can sometimes of a bad situation, all right? Or situations that at least aren't in our control, right? So see you guys tomorrow.